Zenless Zone 1.4 update just dropped, and there's been a lot of things. People have been talking a lot about the game, but I feel like a lot of people are missing some very important things about the game that no one's talking about. The only thing I see that people are talking about is you can look up characters' skirts, and then you can't, and then you can. Which, it's like, it's very clickbaity, but no one, it's like, as someone who, let's say, plays the game actually, and someone who might want to play the game, that doesn't help anyone. It just sensationalizes whatever is happening in the game, right? So I'm gonna talk about the things that happen in this update. I would say the majority for this update is incredible. Actually incredible. If they added 100 things, 2 of them are not good, and when I say not good, it's barely negative. No, wait, they fixed one of them. Never mind, one out of 100. But yeah, one thing that a lot of players have asked is the ability to play as other characters when you're going through the city. And guess what? They did it. You can do it now. They listen to feedback. It's actually insane, right? They did that. Another thing, combat system completely overhauled. Completely. Like, being able to use all characters, each individual character's ultimates is incredible. It's amazing. It feels so good. And with that, enemies are stronger because of that, which makes combat even more exciting. Because I'll be honest, the game did feel a little bit easy at times, but now it feels so much better to do it. Look at that. Awaken. I probably won't be able to use ultimates in this one. But but like you can see that ultimate charges are appearing for each individual character.
It's over. Victory, the only option.
I'm glad I was able to get that ult off. But yeah. You could see there that other characters had their ultimates too. So I could like switch and rotate between ultimates, which makes the game even more fun. Makes the game a lot more fun. Another thing. Once this loading screen ends. What was the other thing? I don't know if you could see this, but if you've played the game when the update released, let me show you this. They gave us a 10 roll. They gave us a lot of gems that basically accumulated to 20 rolls just by mail. And codes and updates. They fixed the upskirt thing and they gave us like 300 gems. Which is insane, right? The banners. They all know everyone wants Mia Beam. No one cares for this guy. What did they do? They gave away this guy for free for everyone. And this banner goes on. It's the usual. There's usually the like the banners are split, right? For the entirety of the update, the first half is gonna be a character. And then the other half of the update is a different character. So it would be 3 weeks or so of one character. And then after the 3 weeks is over, there's going to be another character that's going to be on there for 3 weeks. With this one, they decided that both characters will be live for the entirety of the update. Smart. Very smart move. Very smart move. What was another thing? they added a new endgame mode. People wanted more endgame stuff. No, sorry. It's not very endgame. It's more like, it is somewhat endgame. You could still like these modes you could still enjoy when you're like starting the game off. The difficulties get unlocked along the way. It's great. It really it is just great. It's very well thought out. And for those, and what that mode is, it's something that I personally wanted too. It's a for those that played Star Rail, it's basically simulated universe. For those that don't know what that is, it's pretty much just a roguelike. It's a roguelike. Then you get rewards for playing it. It's so different from the usual. So like I'll pick like an upgrade here. Hoshimi Miyabi dodges automatically, so she never gets hit, which is ridiculous. And then I got a new ultimate ability. I picked these up. It's like I choose to go to coins, I choose to do combat. I'll go to combat, right? I'll do that. There, Miyabi dodges automatically.
My blade is already sheathed.
These guys are tanky as fuck.
Fine.
As heck. They're tanky as heck. There they are.
I'm unstoppable. It's over.
And now what happens at the end of this mode? I pick my rewards to get stronger. The only thing I do have a complaint about this mode is you see at the top left there where it says detail. I like having the details, seeing the specifics. How much percentage I get more on these buffs. I have this thing on, but for some reason when let's say I pick this one, right? The detail was on. Next time I pick my rewards, I have to click that button again, which is incredibly annoying.
Watch out. Leave the rescue.
So here, I'll get I guess I don't get a reward here. That's my only complaint, but you get the point. This is like a roguelike, it's very fun. It's something that I wanted. For now, it's very bare bones. There's a little bit of story to it. I really wish they'd expand on it more, make it more difficult. I'm very excited for that. Right? That's one thing. There's another thing. Notorious Hunt as usual, your weeklies. Your Hollow Zero, that's the one. Shiryu Defense updating every 2 weeks. I feel like I want even more endgame. I don't know. I'm not a casual. I love the game. The game is a lot of fun. I love challenges. I really wish they'd give us more. But instead what they did, they gave us this tower. This tower it gives you good rewards at the start, and then after that it goes on infinitely, I think. Some players have gone on to like floor 500 or something. I'm not sure. But you don't get much from it. You get like a little bit of like monies in the game. Like the little like this little currency, Denny, which everyone has a lot of now. You get a little bit of it. So you don't really get any rewards for it other than just satisfaction of completing the really insanely tough challenges. Like these are super tough. Super tough. There's these modes for new players and all that, and they've added a lot of things. Now, let's talk about the most important thing about this update. I think it's the new story update. The new story update for this game was nothing short of incredible, I think. It was everything and everyone coming together, and I was shocked. I was genuinely shocked by how good it was. I was genuinely shocked. I won't spoil anything, but for those that finished it, there's that one like, no, there's not that one. It's like the whole thing. Like throughout the entire story, everything just like kind of everything was coherent. Everything made sense. A lot of cinematics, a lot of story stuff, a lot of story elements. Characters interacting with one another back and forth was really like, it felt so natural, and it just felt good, you know. This update was great overall. I'm shocked. I'm shocked about how good this update is. There's probably a lot more things I'm missing, but alright, right, I remember now. For those that are parasocial, you can do this now.
So, what's the plan for today?
You can invite characters to go on a date with you.
It's nice to go shopping once in a while.
And characters, what they'll do, they'll like follow you around, and then you can go to like some spots like this, and then they'll get a little pop-up above their head, and they'll start like talking about it. What's she gonna say? Are there any terrible movies out of recent? Oh, am I being too blunt? And they'll, you know, it's a date. You go on a date with
I heard the
characters.
shopping experience at Lumina Square is pretty good.
They're not gonna walk through the door.
But shopping isn't something you should do by yourself.
That's true.
Because it's missing the fun part. Walking around and shopping with someone.
That's very
If it's
true.
about setting a target, a budget, and getting it done,
I get it. I get it.
then isn't that just work? But shopping with you last time made me realize that it can be a relaxing experience.
Yeah, so
Let's
for
go
those
shopping again
that are
today.
parasocial, this is for you. There you go, trust increase. Look at that. You can farm trust this way. They follow you around, and then you can terminate the event whenever. You can tell them to,
Got business to take care of? Then I'll get to my work as well.
and I can tell her to follow me,
Are
and I
you
can run away
possibly
from
having
her,
some problems
or
with
she
your
teleports
eyesight?
to me. There's that. Alright, for those that are more familiar with the coffee system, so what coffee does is it gives you energy. Surprise, coffee gives you energy.
Start your day.
But they usually had a lot of before this update, they had like very specific coffees for every specific like combat simulation, which was really annoying when you were picking your coffee. So now they just condensed into a single coffee that says combat simulation drops increased by 100%, rather than being that one very specific like element that you need to farm. Nah, it's for everything.
Yes,
You just pick the coffee, and then after that you can pick whatever you want to farm, right?
Can help you go further.
Which is nice. What was another thing? I think that was pretty much all the big points. This update had a lot of good ones. There's probably a few more points that I'm missing. There's probably a lot more few points that I'm missing. Oh, right. I watched a streamer. Some of the bigger YouTubers, streamers get sponsored to play this, right? And they're playing this game from the start. And what I've noticed is when they're doing the story, right? As someone who starts the game, your characters are not going to be built. You are not going to have a lot of characters, and you probably want to save up your gems for your favorite character. I've noticed a lot that with the main story, the game gives you all the I keep forgetting about this. The game sometimes forces you to play these characters, or they'll give you the trial characters to play in the story. Which, if you don't like to do the dailies and you hate the whole like, you know, gacha stuff, but you really want to get into the story and just like play it and then come back when the new story releases, that's like, you don't have to spend a dime. You don't even have to spend like an investment. You just play the game and then you come back, which I think is great. Plus, you just log in. You open up your mail. They gave you like a 50 roll in your mail. You get the character that you want and you leave, right? Which is incredible. Which brings me to the next thing I've noticed in the game. They started popping a lot of like these little microtransactions in the game. Like 500% value. 470% value. 70 bestseller. This one has 2200% value. Which are the numbers are correct, but it doesn't really mean anything. Like if an item is worth like $1. No, if it's worth like 1 cent or whatever, then it's like, yeah, of course it's gonna be 2200%, right? I've been seeing a lot of this in ZZZ. I've not seen anything like this in Genshin and in Star Rail though, which is very interesting. This is like, I've seen this in mobile games. We've all seen this in mobile games where they put these very arbitrary percent values, right? Which to me is very interesting to see. I am curious to see how much money they made off of that. I'm really curious because this is one of the more interesting parts about like this game. I'm playing this like I feel like I'm playing like those old PS3 games, but it's really modern. It feels really good. Like those JRPGs. But the thing is, this is also a mobile game, right? This is a mobile game. This shit runs on mobile. Like no issue, no problem. That's like the biggest thing. So that's probably the market for it, and I'm really curious what's the revenue on that. Because I doubt anyone that plays on PC is gonna get it. Maybe people on console, but definitely people on mobile. Definitely, for sure. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to I think that's all I wanted to cover. Yeah, this update was honestly incredible. I'm very happy with how it turned out, especially the story and especially the combat. I am really looking forward for the future of this. I'm really looking forward to like future updates. Alright. If you made it all the way here, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you whenever I upload next and when I'm live on Twitch/YouTube. I'll be live on Kick, but they don't allow me for some reason because of my screen resolution, which is weird. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.